One of the places some homeless people used to spend their nights in Fort Myers was Centennial Park, right on the river in the downtown river district. But as we showed you, when it was happening, they were forced out, with officials saying that the park renovations going on there would make it unsafe for those folks.
Well, now some people want to know, if it's so unsafe, why are boaters allowed to be docked in the river at that park? Fox 4's Rob Manch working to get that answer. Rob?
Well, as you can see, Centennial Park is fenced off right now. That's because the city says it's an active construction site, which is also why those homeless individuals were told they couldn't stay here. But now that the Fort Myers Boat Show is in town, the rules seem to have changed. The entire waterfront is filled with boats right now. That's why show manager John Good says they asked the city to use part of the park.
We totally understood their concerns about using the park, so we are using the parking lot under the 41 bridge, but we're not in any of the west part of the park.
But the park still has signs up saying it's a felony if you go in there. It's been designated as an active construction site by the city, which is why dozens of homeless individuals were told to leave back in September. Our cameras were rolling on that emotional day.
We're getting chased out of these parks. We can't sleep nowhere. Where can we sleep?
A woman who reached out to us about the issue, Paige Roush, says it seems like a double standard.
It just puzzles me how in one instance that it can be unsafe for one select group of people, but in this instance, then it's not unsafe any longer.
I reached out to the city, and it responded with a statement saying, quote, "A delay in the park renovation permitting resulted in a window of time where the east side of the park could be utilized for permitted special events." Good says he also thinks the decision came down to the impact that the boat show has on the Fort Myers community.
The city manager, the mayor, the city council, everybody was very, very supportive because they understand. I mean, we're talking about, the estimates are a show like this in a really good year has a $60 to $70 million impact on the marine industry.
Roush says she understands the financial impact, but that doesn't mean a construction site is suddenly a safe place for boat enthusiasts.
What has changed about the safety plan to now allow us to change and now have a major event here?
And the city says it requires any event to have liability insurance before the city will issue a permit, so it doesn't have concerns about safety right now. Meanwhile, the next step for the park will be the demolition of the pavilion, which will be discussed at the next Historic Preservation Commission meeting on November 19th. In Fort Myers, Rob Manch, Fox 4.